What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another NFL Sunday here on the Game Time Voice YouTube channel. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday and their weekend. And we're back for week 2 of the NFL season, and we're back with the Patriots as they take that dreaded every year trip down to the Sunshine State and Miami to take on the Miami Dolphins. Both teams coming in 0-1. The Patriots off a tough, close game against the Oakland Raiders. Actually, no, excuse me, the Las Vegas Raiders. That's still going to get some getting used to for me. And the Dolphins, well, they're coming off getting smacked by the Colts, and they're looking to rebound from that as well. Welcome everybody joining us here on Game Time Voice. If you haven't, make sure to share the stream so you can join us as best you can, and we can take a look at what's going on. So we'll be getting ready to get kicked off here. Just to give you guys a little bit of idea as to how tough it's going to be. The Patriots have 9 wins since 2000 against 16 losses, including they have lost 5 straight. I believe it is 5 straight. Let me take a look here at the record. Yes, 5 straight in Miami. Hoping to break that streak right now as we get a chance to get in to the opening kickoff. Speaking of which, kicking it off for the Dolphins is Jason Sanders and Travion Henderson and Antonio Gibson are set to give it, and they have kicked it away, and Gibson's going to return it from the start, and he's going to take it up to about the 30-yard line, maybe the 32, and we will be set to get underway for that. As we kind of get into the game right now, give me 1 second here. I'm trying to make sure we get all things set up and ready to go. You would think I would be all set with streaming right now. Oh, there we go. Perfect. All right, I'm back, folks. I'm back. Had a little bit of a miscommunication there, but we're back, and Drake May is in. As I'm going to take a look at where we are right now. As it is second down and 6 for the Patriots on a 4-yard run previously. Now May's going to turn. He's going to give it to Ramondre Stevenson. Ramondre's going to get very close to a first down. And so it'll be second down and actually no, it'll be third down and I believe 2. Yep, third down and 1 actually. So third down and 1 from the 41 at the beginning. And it's going to be a give again to Ramondre. He's going to hit Hunter Henry in the backfield, bounce off him, and he'll get all the way to midfield for a Patriots first down. So good running there from Ramondre. Ramondre trying to get back into the really into the set, if you will. And Drake May's going to give it on an end around. He's going to try to escape, but he's not. He's going to get sacked on the play there for the Miami Dolphins was Bradley Chubb, the 7th-year player from NC State, on the sack. It was a fake end around. Drake May stepped up on the pocket, and Chubb beat Hunter Henry on a block. And that's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. So it'll be second down and 13 for the Pats. Well, welcome everybody joining us here. As May is in the shotgun, looks to throw, fires it over the middle, and incomplete. He was looking for Hunter Henry, And making the play, I will see, was number 25, I believe. Let me see who made the play. It's actually number 26 for the Dolphins, who I do not have on a roster. So an unknown name making the play. So that'll make it third down and 13. As actually, I will make this a little bit. We're gonna is 12:16 left, and I'll work the clock as third down 13. May will step up in the pocket. He'll dump it underneath to Ramondre Stevenson. Stevenson will fight his way forward for a good modest gain, but it will be fourth down. And let's see how many yards it is. I don't think Mike Vrabel is going to go for it necessarily right now, although Josh McDaniels has got his play sheet out. It'll be fourth down and 3. Fourth down and 3 from the 43-yard line. And May's in shotgun, and he'll look to throw. May fires it over the middle, caught across the middle. Stephon Diggs, and that's a first down. Good play there from Drake May and his supposed number one receiver. Right across the middle, worked in between two Dolphins. Made a great play. It was Javon Holland, and I believe Channing Tindall. He caught it in between. So that will be a solid gain here. And the Patriots are shoving along here. 10:50 left in the first quarter. May now under center, motions into Hunter Henry. It's going to turn. It's going to be a fake. May's going to try to get out of the pocket. He's going to float one backside. He's got Austin Hooper wide open. Makes the catch. Great play there by Austin Hooper. 10th year out of Stanford. And Drake May fizzling early. Faked it to Antonio Gibson. Hooper came across the screen, got himself wide open. Beautifully weighted ball by Drake May. And Hooper went up and got it. It was a little bit high, but Hooper very, very big, as he is 6'4", and it's going to be a give to Antonio Gibson. He'll rumble forward. That'll bring up second down. Modest gain there for Antonio, his second year with the Patriots. I believe it was a gain of about 3. Yes, gain of about 3. He'll bring up second down and 7. I want to welcome all of you guys joining us here on the Game Time Voice YouTube channel. Week 2 underway for the Patriots. Fake jet sweep. May's going to roll out, going to fire into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Patriots! Mac Hollins with his first touchdown grab of the year. And the Patriots go down early, answer right back, and put 6 up on the board. Mac Hollins, in his first year with the Patriots, his 9th year overall out of North Carolina, was clicking with May in the preseason, now clicking in the regular season. To attack the extra point, Andy Borregales. Snap down spot is good, and Borregales clanks it off the upright. Clanks it off the upright. Oh, this kid, this kicker, had a rough week last week and is having a rough week already this week. But Patriots went down for an answer. Mike Vrabel's ecstatic, and they got a 6-0 lead. And now the Dolphins will look to respond. So that's a good answer going down for the Patriots already. After offense stuttered, in the previous game. So again, I want to welcome everybody joining us here on the channel. I'm your host, Mike Walsh. Thank you for joining me for another live stream of Patriots football here on the Game Time Voice YouTube channel. While I got you guys here, if you haven't already, go check out this past week's games on the channel. Uh, we had a commentary highlight for Malden Catholic versus Nashua South that went out. We had the latest episode of the Game Time Voice Report that went out. We also had my first ever vlog, a behind the scenes look of that Malden Catholic game that also went out. So make sure you go and check those out. We also had two shorts that went out, one of which is about to hit, I believe, 10,000 views. So thank you guys for doing that. We'd appreciate more views on the regular videos, but those are great too. Uh, Taking a look ahead to this week, Game Time Voice Report will be out regularly. Commentary highlights, I believe, will be a sort of a condensed version of this live stream. I'm going to get to work to that tonight. So that could be out tomorrow. And then on Friday, not really sure what Friday's going to be like. So we'll take a look and see what that is. But no sense of really crying over spilled milk, as they say. But don't worry, we will figure it out as best we can. But a nice opening drive for the Patriots, and all time in the series against Miami, they're 53 and 63, and they're 16 and 42 in Miami. That's tough. But Patriots went down, put up 6, but they got to get this kicking situation figured out. The rookie Andy Borregales, local from Miami, clanks it off the upright for his first touch. And the Dolphins' defensive woes continue. They've allowed a point on every possession so far this season. Borregales will kick it away, and it'll be brought out by the Dolphins up to the 20 on the sideline, breaking a tackle, but getting to the 25-yard line on the return, and that'll bring up Tua Tagovailoa. 7-0 career record as a starter versus the Patriots, but coming off one of not his better games. But he's got 1st and 10 to work with. Although he has thrown a touchdown in 16 consecutive games, that is the second longest streak in the NFL. But 1st down and 10 for the former Alabama quarterback at the 25-yard line. And Tagovailoa in shotgun. It's going to split out, and it's going to be a give up the left side, and getting a good chunk of yardage there on the play was Davion Achane, the second-year player from Texas A&M. That'll bring up, and you got a good gain. It'll be 2nd down and 3 with just 9 minutes left here in the first quarter. Tagovailoa again going to give it to Achane. Going to break off a tackle, but he's not going to break off another one. Coming up to make the play there for the Patriots was Marcus Jones. Jones, who played very, very well in the game against the Raiders this past week, making another play there. So that'll bring up 3rd down. It was a loss of 2, so 3rd down and 5. From the 30, Tua in shotgun, Achane to his right, along with 3 receivers. Now 1 to his left. Now Achane motions down to the left. Tagovailoa looking to throw. Going to roll. Flag on the play. Going to throw. He's going to be intercepted. Picked off. Flag pending for the Patriots. It was Jalen Hawkins. I think that's his 2nd reception in as many weeks. Again, flag pending. Flag pending. Let's see what the call is. going to be holding on the offense and offsides on the defense. So offsetting penalties, and they're going to replay it. So that negates the interception. It's actually going to gain a yard for the Dolphins. Jalen Hawkins' interception comes off the board because of offsetting penalties. Now Tua back in shotgun. Going to send Tyreek Hill in motion. Two receivers each side along with the chain. Tua back to throw. Looks. All day to throw. Throws it over the middle. Off the hands of a chain. Incomplete. Up to on defending there was Robert Spillane, the big pickup 7th-year player out of Western Michigan. And that'll bring up 4th down with 8:04 left here in the first quarter. Tua had all day to throw. Spillane with good coverage on the play against the chain. Now punt is away. And Marcus Jones back to receive it. He's going to bring this up. Jones looking for a spin, and he couldn't get very far. And that will bring out Drake May for his first, actually his second possession. But we will take, they will take, CBS will take a commercial break, if you will. So Drake May will come out 1st and 10 with a 6-0 lead. Again, I want to thank you guys all for joining us here on the Game Time Voice YouTube channel. So just a quick heads up, like I said, I did not have a chance to work a commentary gig this weekend, so commentary highlight will look a little different. More than likely, it'll be a condensed version of this live stream. So that will be more likely the commentary highlight tomorrow that will come out on the channel. Wednesday, another episode of the Game Time Voice Report. And on Friday's video, a little bit up in the air. We'll see what comes about. You guys, I got a lot of text, although I didn't, last I checked, not really sure what the numbers are. But last I checked, 12 views on the vlog that came out on Friday. Not bad, but would like to get those numbers up a little bit because for some reason those numbers are a little bit low. But also, I got a lot of text and everything else from viewers saying they enjoy that kind of content. So if you guys do enjoy that content, go and give that video a little bit more love, a little bit more likes, a little bit more comments, and we can get that going. But there will be a lot of good, interesting vlogs coming out on the channel in due time. I will be back commentating this upcoming Friday. I'm going to be making the trip down to Westwood to commentate Zavarian's game, Zavarian Brothers High School football this Friday. We'll give a quick look here. I want to see who they are playing, but Zavarian, I believe this Friday, yes, they will be playing Everett High. So that is going to be a good game for sure. So I will be doing that game. So there will be commentary highlights and a vlog the following week for that game. So look out for that on the channel. So it was a 3-and-out for the Dolphins on their first possession. Now Drake May will come out at the 30 for his second possession of the game. And Drake's going to turn. He's going to give it to Ramondre Stevenson. Stevenson's going to bring it up. It'll be a gain of about 3 on the play. Bring up 2nd down, I believe, and 7. Mondre's not been able to get much going running the ball. So we got to get that going a little bit. May back under center, one receiver each side, Stevenson in the backfield, and we have a flag on the play. believe it's going to be on the Dolphins. Nope, it's going to be a false start on the Patriots. So that will back them up. Be second down, and I believe 12, yes. 5-yard penalty. And May will go back to throw now. He'll fire over the middle. Caught. Stephon Diggs with his second catch of the game coming up to make the stop at the quarterback spot. It was Cam Smith, I believe, as well as Minka Fitzpatrick, I believe, was also in the vicinity. So third down and 4 for the Patriots. And Drake May shotgun will look to throw. Float a wheel route caught. Travion Henderson on the far side. He'll rumble his way for a first down. That wheel route, which we saw a little bit in the preseason, May and Henderson seem to have that combination down pat, really. Good floated ball leading Travion Henderson. So first down at the 49. May will give to Santonio Gibson on the rumble, and he ran into a host of Dolphins, although he gained, let's say, about maybe 2 yards. We'll say 2 yards until they flash it up on the graphic here. Yep, second down and 8 for the Patriots. Looking to cash in, go for 2 for 2 on drives here in terms of points. Two receivers right, one left, and Gibson in the backfield. Gibson's going to take it. He's going to run right into a pile and get swallowed, although he gained a couple of yards. In to make the tackle there was Calais Campbell, I believe. So that'll bring up third down and I believe 5 on the play. Patriots have been dead even. 7 rushes, 7 passes. Let's see what this is down in distance wise. Mays on the shotgun. Mondre to his right. 2 receivers right, 1 left. May looks to throw, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run with it. Drake May's going to get to the far side, and he's going to get out of bounds. He was ushered out of bounds along the far side by Jordan Brooks. So that'll reset it. That'll good first down run there by Drake May, who still could have possibly maybe slid down. I think he had already gained the first down at some point, but wanted to gain as much as possible and then got out of bounds. So 13 on the run for Drake May. He's going to roll out to the right. He's going to look. He's going to avoid a sack. He's going to run again, and then he's going to run right out of bounds. Stopping the clock there. Good run. Gain of 6 for Drake, and it'll bring up second down and 4. Drake really improving so far. 5 runs, 2 passes, 2 of them from Drake May. Ball is at the 26-yard line. Drake, going to turn, going to give Travion Henderson up the middle, going to run over a Dolphin to gain the first down. That's going to be a new set of downs for the Patriots offense. Good running there from Travion.
I have to say, don't think the Dolphins have updated their roster because they have a couple numbers here that I do not have. So apologize if I get numbers wrong. But neither way, the ball's at the 20. We are Patriots fans, and we'll talk about the more important ones. Drake gonna turn, gonna give to Travion again. Travion gonna bust up the middle, gain about 2 yards. We'll probably bring up second down and 8. I appreciate the fact they're getting Travion more work in the running game. He did very well with that in the preseason. I thought he deserved more. Yep, so it'll be a gain of 2. Ball's at the 18. May under center. He's going to look. He's going to give to Ramondre Stevenson. Stevens going to get stood up again here. In to make the tackle is Deshaun Hand, I believe. That was another gain of 2. So bring up third down and 6. No, it was Emmanuel Ogba. Third down and 6 coming up for the Pats. Of course, CBS has gotten rid of the score bug, so I don't know how much time's left. I'm going to assume the one I got is correct. Ball's at the 16. May in shotgun. Looks to throw. He's going to float one to the far side, and it's caught! Kayshawn Booty! Touchdown, Patriots! What a throw from Drake May! What a catch from Kayshawn Booty, who's been his number one go-to receiver early on the season. What a throw from the second year man out of North Carolina. And what a catch from the third year player from Louisiana State. Holy Moses. Man, those guys have got a connection going on early. Andy Borregales in to attempt his second point after, and he missed another one. He missed another one. He missed another one. Oh my flippin' God. Well, the Patriots have put up 2 touchdowns, but it's not mattered because they missed 2 extra points. They have missed 2 extra points. So they're up 12 nothing. Oh, for the love of all that is good and holy. That is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I cannot believe this. No, you don't want me kicking. Trust me. You do not want me kicking. Just because I played soccer when I was younger and just because I was a goalie does not mean I could kick it far. Although I probably could grab some high school kickers that I've seen in games and they'd be able to at least kick an extra point. I don't know about field goals, but they'd be able to kick an extra point definitely. It's just absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's just and you know what? Pat McAfee on College Game Day has grown my appreciation because he's literally picked out fans literally out of the stands and has done his field goal kicking challenge. And if they make it, he donates it to a charity. I appreciate what he's done for that. And it's made my appreciation for kickers a little bit more, but it's like if those kids could kick it, what's your excuse? Well, Gallus is going to give another kick, and this one's going to get returned by the Dolphins out of the end zone. It's going to bring brought up flag on the play, and see what the flag is. Might have been on the return. Let's see what we got here. It's going to be a holding against the Dolphins. That's going to back them up. And Tua will come out for his second drive after going 3-and-out in his first one. Patriots defense had a very good series, almost had a pick that was undone by offsetting penalties. Patriots have 143 yards in the first quarter. The Dolphins have 6. Tua will come out in the pistol, a chain behind him. Tyreek Hill moving in motion, one receiver each side. And Tua send another man in motion. He's going to roll out. He's going to lift it to go. Going to fire across the far side. Flag down. A chain cut catches it. Rumbling through Patriots. Gets stood up at the 25-yard line. Let's see what the penalty is. Might be on the Dolphins. More than likely will be on the Dolphins. Officials will come together. Nope, it's an offsides against the Patriots. But the Dolphins gained 8 on the play, I believe. So it'll be second down and 2, I think. No, they gained 9. It'll be second down and 1. I'm a little far back. 16 seconds left. And Tua fires. First down. Caught at the 30. Catch is made by Alec Ingold, the fullback. So that will reset. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So after one, the Patriots 12 and the Dolphins 0 down in South Florida. If it wasn't for 2 missed extra points, wasn't for 2 missed extra points, they'd be up way more. So far so good down in Miami for the Pats. Trying to break a 5-game losing streak down there. Pats trying to be a beacon of light in the Boston sports world right now. Bruins and Celtics have not started yet. Will not start for a little bit. And the Red Sox are struggling. And I mean struggling. And I'm going to look this up right now because I want to make sure I get this right. Stat Muse, who has been a godsend for me. Red Sox are 5-6 this month. They've lost three straight, one to the Athletics, two to the Yankees. They had a 3 game losing streak, which was one loss to the Guardians and two to the Diamondbacks. They followed that up with a 3 game winning streak, last one against the Diamondbacks and the first two against the A's. They're 5-6. And last checked, MLB standings. They are now 5.5 games back in the division to the Blue Jays. And we are now currently tied with three teams for the second wild card spot, the Astros and the Mariners. That team is going to do my head in uncontrollably. Now, this is harkening back to a collapse in 2011, but you know what? We won't focus on that very much. Tua Tagovailoa back to work. First and 10 from the 30. First play of the second quarter. Tua in shotgun. Will send a man in motion. He'll fake. He'll throw it out to the right. Caught a chain. Will try to break some tackles. He'll get to the first down marker, and he will have the first down. It looks like Jalen Hawkins and Harold Landry the second. Nope, he's going to be just short. I mean, just short of the first down. Like an inch. Yeah, this is like they're going to say one. They're going to say second down and one, although it's a short one. To under center, one receiver each side. Actually, two on the right. Now Hill will motion out to the right. Two will fake to nobody. Throw over to the right. Cut. Tyreek Hill will break a tackle and rumble up the right side. Step out of bounds. 14-11 on the clock. Now the clock's running. I'm confused about this because is there like a new rule? Could someone look this up for me if they can? Like, is there a rule of like how you go out of bounds? Like, if you're forced out of bounds, the clock stops. But if you voluntarily go out of bounds, does the clock keep running? Because I've seen it a little bit for a while, both in high school and in the NFL recently, as it pitches to HN and he'll rumble up the far side and he'll gain some good yards for he's tackled by Robert Spill. Actually, no, yes, Robert Spillane, number 14, and to make the stop. It was a gain of 4, so bring up second down and 6 from the 44-yard line. Tua in shotgun, halfback to his right. Now it's going to be a give on the end around to. Now this can't be right. And I know some of you might be thinking, what do you mean? Yeah, I got to get a new roster for the Dolphins because Anthony Walker Jr. just got a give on an end around. And they have Anthony Walker Jr. as a linebacker. Now, that could be wrong here, but that doesn't look like Anthony Walker Jr. to me. Tua, going to give, and getting this carry for the running backs is Alec Ingold. Where is it? Yeah, it is Alec Ingold, and he's going to gain good yardage for the Dolphins. As a matter of fact, he's going to gain 8 yards. Second down and 2. Dolphins might have made some roster moves before I looked this up. But second down and 2, ball is at the 18-yard line. Two in shotgun, two receivers right, one left. Now HN out of the backfield. Tua looking to throw. He's going to flow onto the far side. He's got a man. It's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown on the play. It's going to be Jalen Waddle with the catch on the floated ball. And the Dolphins have cut the Patriots' lead in half. So, into attempt, the kick is Jake McQuaid, and it's good. So, the Dolphins, unlike the Patriots, converting their extra points, and it is 12-7 Dolphins. So, to New England, that's how you that's how you that's how you convert extra points. Unbelievable. Legitimately unbelievable. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do some maintenance real quick here, folks. Um, so pardon me. I'm going to put my background up. You guys will get the full garner of me. I know some of you guys enjoy doing that. Because uh, I just looked at my Dolphins roster, like legit just looked at it, and I have, believe me, this is crazy. I have as of February of 2024. So I got to look for a new roster for the Dolphins. All right. So game back underway. Let me position myself again. And there we go. So Patriots have come out. First and 10. Drake May's second possession. He's already got 2 touchdowns. One to Mac Hollins, one to Kayshon Boutte. Drake will come out under center. He'll look to throw. Will fire it over the middle. Caught by Austin Hooper. And he'll gain about 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1 for the Patriots. Well, welcome those of you just joining us here. I'm Mike Walsh. Welcome to the Game Time Voice YouTube channel and our coverage of Patriots Dolphins here in week 2 of the NFL season. Both teams 0-1, looking to bounce back. As Drake will come back under center, he'll look to throw. Caught again. Austin Hooper, good enough for a 1st down. Drake 9 of 10, just over 100 yards. As Jalen Waddle was working on Alex Austin, the 3rd-year corner out of Oregon State, on that touchdown and just burned him. Drake has had 9 completions so far to 6 different receivers. Drake under center, bunch formation. He's going to turn. He's going to give it to Ramondre. Ramondre's going to bust up the middle. He's going to go all the way. Ramondre into the secondary, pushing Dolphins all the way to the 37-yard line. There's the first big run of the year for Stevenson. Good for him. Shook a Dolphin at the line of scrimmage, got away and into the secondary. Shook Tyrell Dodson and rumbled for a 1st down. 44 rushes this year and 10 catches for a total of 54 yards on the year. Now a fake to Travion Henderson. Drake May is going to step up. He's going to get sacked. Taken down on the play by Chop Robinson. That's a good football name. I'll say that. Chop Robinson. That's a good one. As look at this. Ironically, they're showing on the replay, or at least an in-studio update on the CBS stream. Mac Jones just threw a touchdown pass to give the Niners a lead against the Saints. How ironic. So 2nd down 15 from the 43. Drake steps up, dumps it on across the middle. Caught Hunter Henry. He'll take it all the way to the 30, although we have some laundry on the play. And it's going to be a hold against the Patriots. So that'll back up the Patriots significantly. Still be 2nd down, but now 2nd down and 25. Patriots have 2 penalties so far for 15. Dolphins just 1 for 10. So 2nd down and long. Ball back at the 47. May and shotgun will look to throw, roll out left, actually roll out right. He's going to fire across the middle and another flag. See which one this is on. This one might be a hold again against the Patriots. See what it is. Officials still discussing here. Actually, it's a legal contact against the Dolphins. Not holding per se, but it is a legal contact. So, fresh set of downs for the Patriots. And the call for the Dolphins was on Jason Marshall Jr., the rookie from Florida. May's going to turn. He's going to give to Antonio Gibson, and Gibson's going to rumble forward for a good, solid gain there. Bring up 2nd down and 5 after a gain of 5. So Patriots already with 83 rushing yards, although that's Stevenson, Gibson, Henderson, and May. So 4 carriers have gotten you 83 yards. I think Drake's over 100 passing, and that's going to be a false start. That's a flag. That's a false start. That's on the Patriots. It was on Morgan Moses, the 12th year tackle from Virginia Tech. So it'll be 2nd down now and 10. For the Patriots as we're under 7 minutes left here in the second quarter. May will dump it over the left side, caught Travion Henderson. Henderson will come up the field. Henderson making players miss, runs over a Dolphin and gains a 1st down for the Pats. This kid is good. I mean, really good. It was a all-out blitz, and Drake did a great job getting out. And Travion made a lot of people miss, and then he ran over a Dolphin at the tail end of the play. And Matt Collins on the broadcast shown loving it. Ran over Artie Burns. Oh, Artie. Now May's going to fake it to Henderson. He's going to roll out. He's going to look to throw. He's going to fire across. Simple pass. Hunter Henry. He'll run over a Dolphin just short of the line to gain. Drake was looking further downfield, but then decided to take the play to Hunter Henry and let him go to work. I think he's short by a yard. Let's see. Yeah, 2nd down and 1 with 5:33 left in the, and Drake's going to sneak it forward for a 1st down. So Drake may. Well, it is Josh McDaniels and his offense, and Josh McDaniels running quarterback sneaks. That's something not new for Patriots fans, although they were more used to seeing a man wearing number 12 doing it. But it is a staple. Patriots have had good balance so far, leaned a little bit more on the run than anything else. 15 rushes, 12 passing attempts, but nothing wrong with that. 1st and 10, 21-yard line. May will look to throw. Fire over the far side. Ramondre Stevenson, he's going to get tackled for no gain. It was Tyrell Dodson on the tackle. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Good play there by Dodson. So again, no gain on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 10. 4:20 left in the second quarter. Patriots have 207 yards total. Dolphins only 88. Ramondre Stevenson on the give. He'll run up the middle. He'll dive forward for a 1st down. So Ramondre finding his game here in Miami. Good play there by the running back. Minka Fitzpatrick, who came up and stopped him. Actually, no, they're going to. Is it really 3rd down? Apparently it's 3rd down. I thought it was 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down in inches, and Drake May is going to sneak it forward. As is now, they are across the 20, so is first down and goal to go for the Patriots. On this drive, 5 rushes, 5 passes, gained 65 yards, and they used up almost 750 of the clock here in the second quarter. Not quite tush push, but they are pushing the pile per se. Hollins at the 10. Under center. Ramondre will find a hole. He'll push forward a little bit. He'll gain about 2 yards. Let's bring up second down and goal. Ramondre got forward and then he fell right on the center, Garrett Bradbury. Dolphins trying to avoid giving up points on 12 straight or 13 straight possessions. They have given up points on 12 straight. That's mostly given up on that many number of possessions since 2000. As I'm going to stop, realize I think we had a timeout on the field. I don't know who called it. So it was a timeout. It was just a media timeout. Yeah, just a media timeout. Both teams have all three of their timeouts. So May back to throw. Going to roll out left. He's going to try to get to the outside, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds by Dodson. That'll bring up third and goal. Third and goal now for the Pats. 2:08 left. And we will stop. As the Patriots will use a timeout. And apparently, yes, that previous timeout was by the Dolphins, so now each team with two. So 2:03 left. Each team has used a timeout. Third down and goal. See if the Patriots can get in. They've had 2 touchdowns so far in their previous 2 drives. Third down and goal. Empty backfield. Now Travion Henderson will come back in. Booty to the left. Henry, Douglas, and Diggs on the right. May back to throw. Steps up. Floats it. Incomplete. Looking for Hunter Henry. Just kind of floated it there. And the Patriots, as we have reached a 2-minute warning, it was kind of just a floater. Never hit anybody. I thought it hit somebody, but sort of a floated pass from Drake May. So fourth and goal, and time for trot out a kicker. So the first real stall drive or stalled drive of the afternoon for the Patriots. And we'll see if Andy Borregales has shaken off the rust. Take these things for granted, which I hate to bring up the past, but you had Vinatieri, Goskowski. Heck, even the last couple years, you had Nick Folk. Wasn't always reliable. He was reliable. He wasn't always efficient, but he was reliable. So we'll see what happens here. I'm on the mindset: be bold and go for it. Why not? Why the heck not? Bringing the ball boy to kick the field goal. Heck, might have a better shot than this kid. So Borregales on 4th and goal was 2 of 3 last week, but has missed 2 extra points today. Snap, spot, kick. It's good. It's flipping good. Holy crud. Flipping good. Thank you. Oh, thank you, everybody. So, Patriots now up 8, 156 left in the second quarter. So, the Patriots, who their first 2 drives hit pay dirt and now I wouldn't say necessarily stopped, but slowed down with a field goal. And the Dolphins will take over, who were stopped on their previous 2 drives, but found the end zone in their previous one. And Dolphins will return it short of the end zone and bring it out to about the 20 something yard line. So we will reset. First down and 10 with 151 left here. And wouldn't you know it, it's the NFL, it's pro sports, it's another flippin' commercial. So, one thing commercialization I have despised about sports. How many more commercials do we need in a game? You want to do one after every touchdown or end of possession? Fine. I don't mind that. But doing one after you just came out of a break, you kicked off, and now you're going back into a break. What are we doing? I've said it literally for years. Like, literally said it for years. Gotta stop having so many commercials in sports because it's ruining people's viewing of the game. You want to know why people watch stuff at home? Is because you've been priced out of going to a game. So when you price people out of going to a game, more than likely they're going to spend more time watching it at home. But if you spend so much time commercializing the viewing at home, well, now you're ruining that too. So there's 2 things you got to do: either have less commercials or bring down ticket prices. If you do either of those things, it allows for a better viewing of sports. If you don't do either of those things and you actually make both worse, you're losing fans. I don't care if it's Liberty Mutual and there are people here who enjoy watching commercials of a lemu. Actually, no, it's the name of the emo is Limo. Excuse me. If you want to watch more emo commercials, great. I don't care if you have a catchy jingle like Liberty. Just I don't. I know commercials are important because you got to make a living. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we don't need this many $1 million corporations. Throw it back to work. Back to the football. He's gonna step back. He's gonna look. He's gonna fire across the far side. Caught wide open. How is he wide open? How is Tyreek Hill wide open? That's my question. How the heck is Tyreek Hill wide open? Four Patriots just left him uncovered. Yeah, that's another thing too. Is food prices at games are getting outrageous. We got to do a better job at that. As give is to Chain, and Chain's going to rumble forward for a decent pickup. Break up second down. With the clock continuing to roll here. So it was a gain of 4. Dolphins got 2 timeouts. Now Tagovailoa back to throw. Fire across to the far side. Caught. Good catch there. Jalen Waddle working on Alex Austin. As it's third down and about an inch. Tagovailoa fires over the middle. Caught. A chain. First down. And clock will stop at the minute mark. Dolphins will burn a timeout. I know I said like let's bring the food prices down here, and shout out to one viewer at least. For all my viewers here, let's get some interaction in the chat going here. I know I got at least 2 people watching. Let's get some interaction going in the chat. One of you guys is doing a great job with the chat, although it's funny. One of you in the chat, of course, shout out to my dad who's a loyal viewer, but when you look at the chat and it just says Michael Walsh, and I've said hi, I'm Mike Walsh, the host of the show. It kind of looks a little bit weird because people might be thinking, he's leaving comments in his own chat. No, that's my dad, who's one of my number one fans as always. Although, Dad, I'm gonna disagree with you on this. Free beer could be deadly. Free beer, you will lose. I won't say you lose customers. Free beer, you'll lose control. That's a dangerous slope, especially for someone like me who doesn't drink and is just there for this fan experience. I'm not gonna purchase a beer, and if you have free beer going on all the time, it's gonna ruin it for someone like me. So, 15-7. 1 minute left. Second quarter. Patriots up on the Dolphins. Both teams looking to get their first win of the season. Minute left from halftime. Let's see. Minute left from halftime. Patriots, I believe, got the ball first. So Dolphins will get the ball to start the second half. So important you hold them to a field goal. You can still go in with the lead. Tagovailoa will look to throw. Fire on the far side. Caught Tyreek Hill. Pushed back by Marcus Jones. See what he gained on the play based on the spot. Gained 5. Second down and 5. Clock continued to roll. Dolphins one timeout. Tagovailoa. Fire over the middle. Caught. A chain. Up the middle. First down and more. Stretching. And he's in. Touchdown Dolphins. Touchdown Dolphins. Man, for a team who was struggling earlier on in the game to score, they drove down that field rather easily on that drive. Drove 77 yards in a minute. It was a little bit of a angle route from Chain, and he just broke off Patriots left, right, and center. And honestly, if I could be completely honest, this is starting to feel like last week. Patriots off to a hot start, and then the Patriots are going to use a timeout here. So 2-point attempt coming up for the Dolphins. 33 seconds left. First half this season, week 1, Dolphins had 15 plays, 43 yards, 3 first downs. They've got 7 and 2 touchdowns this week. As well as I think they have 100 yards more than they did last week in the first half against the Colts. 2-point conversion time. Tua, 3 receivers to his left. Running back a little bit spread out to his right. Now the running back will come out in motion, and we have a flag, although I'm not sure on who went first. It was on the Dolphins, and it's a false start. Patrick Paul, the tackle. So we'll see if that takes off the 2-point try or not. So that might force Mike McDaniel, and he will. He'll trot out his kicker. So snap, spot, kick, right down the pipe. So the Dolphins, more than likely, unless the Patriots go on a drive worth remembering, will go into the half up 1. Point after, I should say. Dolphins do not have a kicker. At least I don't think they do. it's Riley Patterson, excuse me. Riley Patterson with the point after, because they did not have one on their depth chart. So as I was looking through that, I believe Antonio Gibson just fumbled the ball out of bounds on the kickoff return. So I think the Patriots will have the ball at like their own 3. And yep, they're going to kneel this one out. So Patriots will go into the half with a 15 to 14 lead. 15 to 14 is the lead. And I believe I had something for halftime. Let's see if I can find it. But actually, no, we'll leave it there. So Patriots 15-14. Miami will start with the ball in the second half here on halftime. While we are at halftime, I appreciate you guys for sticking with me. By the way, if it seems like I'm looking here, I got my laptop here because I had my rosters. And speaking of which, I'm gonna make myself a little bit bigger because I want to see if I can find the Dolphins roster because I had it. Yep, here we go. So let's see if we can do this. 2, 5. It's going to be a lot, but let's give it a here. All right, perfect. Absolutely perfect. So bring on the dancing chihuahuas. So I find that funny just because it's like some people genuinely, and I mean this genuinely, some people prefer watching the Puppy Bowl to the Super Bowl some years, and I'm just like, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Because it's actually true sometimes. While we're here, see if we can take a look at around the league. Take a look at the out of town scoreboard brought to you not by John Dark Credit Union. So we'll take a look. About to end the second quarter, Ravens up 10-0 on the Browns. Nothing really new there. Uh, with under 2 minutes left, Jaguars up 14-10 on the Bengals. And oh boy, 2 minute warning, Giants up 13-10 on the Cowboys. 4:40 left in the second. Lions looking for a bounce back up 21-7 on the Bears. 15-14, like I said, in Miami. 49ers up 9-7 on the Saints. Bills destroying the Jets up 20-3 in East Rutherford. Halftime in Pittsburgh up 14-7 on the Seahawks. And about to reach halftime, Titans with the ball. They're tied 10-10 with the Rams in Nashville. Taking a look ahead, Cardinals will be playing the Panthers today at 4:05. Also at the same time, Colts will be playing the Broncos, two 1-0 teams there. 4:25 on Fox, prime time afternoon slot, Super Bowl rematch, Chiefs and Eagles. Night game, prime time 8:20, Vikings first home game of the JJ McCarthy era, and he will take on the quarterback who faced him in the national championship game while he was at Michigan and the quarterback was at Washington, Michael Penix and the Falcons. And then Monday night, we got a doubleheader. Bucks Texans at 7 o'clock and Raiders Chargers at 10 o'clock. So those are your out of town scoreboards. Now I gotta take a look here because I saw something as it was flashing across my screen, and I want to double check here. Apparently, Joe Burrow suffered a leg injury during the second quarter in the Jaguars game. He remained down and removed his helmet. Jake Browning replaced him. See what comes out of this. As the last guy the Bengals need hurt. The absolute last guy. Well, to all my college hockey fans, this might be a good time as always, but as we are, let's take a look here if I can find it. We are we are 3 weeks away from the start of college hockey season. And the UMass Lowell Riverhawks, my team, who I support along with my dad's, we have season tickets, unveiled their roster for the 2025-2026 season. And I won't go through everybody. That might be a game time voice report that we might be able to do. Would love to do that. We'll go through the roster and we'll do a preview of the season. We might do that. I don't know game time voice report. That might have to might be a little bit too long for game time voice report. But so the I want to take a look at this because I want to do it by rosters. Yes, LOL hockey roster 2025-26. Let's see. Because I want to see this. I think it's like you have 13 freshmen. It's like 13 freshmen and 8 sophomores this year for the Riverhawks, which is a young team. So I'm looking forward to college hockey season. Uh, I had a text from one of my friends. Shout out. I don't know if he's watching or not, but I got a text last night from one of my friends, Jack Ewell, who graduated with me from Emmanuel. Shout out to him. He is a University of Maine supporter, so we had a fun year last year, and he's excited for their season. I got my uncle, Uncle Kev, who I will probably be catching a game or two with this year. He tends to be on a little bit more on the, I don't want to say pessimistic side, but just prove him, shall we say, side for his Boston University Terriers. I know my dad has a cousin who's the BC fan. I don't really know what she's like in terms of belief in a team. And you got myself and my dad for UMass Lowell. Uh, I think for us, you know, I think our goals every year is like try to win Hockey East, and then whatever comes after that, we'll take as bonus. I'm hoping for at least, well, this is my fandom. This is my fandom, and this is where I might get in trouble. It's where I normally get in trouble, but I'm hoping for at least a Frozen Four appearance, and that might be asking way too much of a team with 13 freshmen, 8 sophomores, and basically a whole new roster. But I'm hoping for that mainly because the Frozen Four this year is in Vegas. That's more so anything. But I will say this: college hockey. I we my dad and I we have finalized this. We will be taking a trip the day after or the weekend after Thanksgiving. We will be taking a trip to Lake Placid for a tournament that involves UMass Lowell, St. Lawrence University, Clarkson University, and Alaska University. So those four teams will play in the Winter Adirondack Invitational at Lake Placid at the Herb Brooks Arena, same arena where the Miracle on Ice of 1980 took place. So that will definitely be vlog content for sure. Absolutely will be vlog content. So be on the lookout for those. And that will be something very, very much enjoyable that I'm looking forward to filming. Because Lake Placid, it's such a fun little nice town. Everything's within walking distance. It's awesome, at least from the time that I spent there. And I'm thoroughly ready for that trip more than anything. So we're about to start the second half. Drake May, 12 of 14, 129 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 27 rushing yards. Tua Tagovailoa, 9 of 10, 117 yards, also 2 touchdowns. So pretty even play from the quarterbacks, but this is where Drake May needs to come back. Is his second half performance was not as good as his first half performance last game. So let's see if he can make a difference for that. So Andy Borregales back deep to kick us off. Jalen Wright and someone else back deep to return, but bringing out the ball here is actually Mr. Washington, who I don't believe is on the roster again. So I think the Dolphins have had a lot of turnover to this year, at least within the first 2 weeks, and I would too if you lost 33-8 to the to the Colts at least. So they will have a first down and 10. And Tua is going to give to Chain, and Chain's going to run ball up the middle and gain about 8 yards. He's tackled from by Jalen Hawkins. Devon Akane. It's either a Kane or a Chain. I apologize if I'm butchering the name right. Third year from Texas A&M. So the Dolphins, after they punted on their first drive, their next two drives came with touchdowns. So Kane with the run there will bring up second down and 3 after a gain of 7. Tua, play fake, look to throw, fire across the far side, and he overshoots his intended receiver badly. And do we have another flag? We do. We have a holding call against the Dolphins. So that'll back them up. I believe that's a 5-yard penalty, so should be second down and 8. So second down and 8 for the, actually no, it was a 10-yard penalty? Second down 13, excuse me, for the Dolphins. Two in the shotgun. Send a Kane out of motion. Tua back to fence. Double a Kane. Incomplete pass. Another flag. This one might be on the Dolphins. It's another holding call against the Dolphins. So that'll back them up again. Second down and 13. Now it's third down and 13. So the Patriots declined that penalty because it was an incomplete pass on the play. Third down, 13, 14:07 left, 6 seconds left on the plate clock. And Tua's going to have to take a timeout. So Dolphins will burn their first timeout of the half. So Dolphins coming out a little bit sloppy here. They're in that third down and 13 for the Dolphins. 1 for 2 on third downs, although in those third downs they averaged 2.5 yards to get for the first down. Now it's 13. Tua, look to throw. He's going to bomb one deep up the far side, and coming back to get it, it's caused Tyreek Hill. Caught by Tyreek Hill. Had two Patriots looking for the ball, and Tyreek just burned them down the seam. I don't know how he caught that ball, but he did. How he gets that open. Tua actually underthrew it, and Tyreek had to come back to get it. It was the longest play today. That's 47 yards gained. Now Tua's going to give. He's going to give it to a Kane. And Kane's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he gained anything on the play. Christian Barmore in on the tackle. Actually, no, he gained one. But he's 2nd down and 9. 2nd down and 9. So Tua chucked it up. And with him was Alex Austin. And when he saw Tyreek come back for it, he just jumped and tried to break it up. And now a pitch over to the far side here on a jet sweep. And the Patriots snuffed that one out. That was Jalen Wright, I believe. Either way, it was a gain of about 2. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Third down and 7. Alexander Madison. Alexander Madison is the tailback that caught the jet sweep. And now pass over the middle, caught. And that's P.J. Washington? Malik Washington with the catch. And that's a 1st down for the Dolphins. And actually, never mind. There was an illegal motion flag. So it's now 3rd down and 12 for the Dolphins. 3rd down and 12. Two in the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Tua, step up, look to throw, dump it to a Kane. A Kane will bring it up to Mill, will try to break a tackle, but no, he's chopped down. Beautiful play there was Alex Austin making up for the blunder. So it was 4th down. It was a good gain. Might be 4th down, and I'll say 5. But Riley Patterson able to attempt the point after. Joe Cardona, former Patriot. Snap, spot, kick is away, and that is good. So, Dolphins with a field goal on their first possession of the second half, and they will take a 17-15 lead with the Patriots with getting their first look in the second half. Coming up. So, Dolphins answering first drive of the second half with points. Now, the Patriots will look to answer the same. So, I'm trying to think. Patriots will be 1-1, and the Dolphins and the Jets will be 0-2 more than likely. So if the Patriots can win this game, They will be second place in the AFC East. Yeah, quick check. Bills up 20-3 at halftime. Although the Jets could win that game and just break this division open. Be interesting to see what happens for the rest of the game. So first possession is a field goal for the Dolphins in the second half, and Drake May will come back out. Got points on all three drives. Got points on all three drives in the first quarter. 2 touchdowns and a field goal. So let's see what he can do with his first drive of the second half. Kickoff is away. It's going to be returned by Antonio Gibson. Gibson's going to look for a seam, and he's going to bring it up the middle, get it to about the 35-yard line. We have a flag on the play, though. More than likely, this is going to be on the Patriots, which is going to back them up. It's going to be an illegal block in the back against the Patriots. Safety Craig Woodson, number 31, had the flag. So I'll back up the Patriots. As ironically, as we show, Mac Jones, replacing the injured Brock Purdy, has just thrown his second touchdown pass of the game against the Saints. So there's an interesting little nugget for you. So Drake May, first possession of the second half. Ball is at the 17-yard line in the eye. Turn, give. Ramondre Stevenson going to hit the pile. Going to get pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed until they can't push no more. I believe he gained about 2 yards, maybe 3. It's at least 2. No, they're going to give him an extra yard. Second down and 7 for the Patriots. Jayron Henderson fake, another fake. Drake's going to look to throw. He's going to fire across the middle and had a man incomplete. He's looking for Stephon Diggs. Stephon found a middle good play. He was breaking to the right, and Drake threw it behind him. So Drake's been good. That's his first. Actually, no, he's 3 of 4 for 2 first downs on third down in the game. Running back each side, 2 receivers right, 1 left in the shotgun. Drake is going to look to throw. Going to look to throw. He's going to get hit, and he is going to get sacked. Although a flag on the play might be a hold against the Patriots. And in fact, it is. So that will get declined on the sack. And like more of the same from last week, Patriots have stumbled out of the gate. Beginning of the second half. So the Patriots will punt it away. Bryce Beringer into kick. And Tyreek Hill will return it back. He'll grab it at the 40. Tyreek looking to make a move. Flag down already. Tyreek running for his life. And he will get out of bounds. Flag on the play. More than likely, this was on the return and on the Dolphins. See what the penalty is. Officials taking a little while to sort this thing out. Mike McDaniel's trying to figure out what the play and what he wants to do with it. Holding on the Patriots. So it's a holding call on the Patriots. Is Craig Woodson, who basically just tackled former Patriot Matthew Judon. So they're going to enforce that penalty. They're going to repunt. And Behringer, it's going to be a quicker exchange as he's now at the back of his own end zone. And he's going to get it away. Hill's going to have to retreat and retreat. He's going to have to catch it backpedaling. He's going to break a tackle and he's going to get to the 40. Tyreek Hill is going to get swallowed around the 43-yard line. And now Tua will come back out. So Dolphins with the 2-point lead, 9:13 left in the third quarter. So Red Sox Yankees 7-10 tonight. Patriots going on right now. And see if we can find. I know it's preseason, but it's hockey nonetheless. So but Patriots right now are 2 weeks in. Red Sox have a month left of the regular season. Hopefully they have more to the playoffs. Bruins' first preseason game is the 21st of September. They'll host the Capitals. More than likely, that'll just be a rookie game. Celtics' first preseason game, October 8th. They'll play the Grizzlies. So Bruins opener, October 8th in Washington against the Caps. And the Celtics opening night will be October 22nd. So still have a little over a month from basketball, as those don't begin until the end of October. But we are just under a month away from from not playoff, jeez, from regular season hockey coming up. Looking forward to that. Tua back to work. Ball at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. To win the pistol. Now send a receiver in motion. He's going to give to a chain. A chain's going to take to the right side, and he gets swallowed up there. Right at the line of scrimmage, Del Pettis, the second-year player out of Troy, making the stop there at the line of scrimmage. So Devon, a chain, 30 rushing yards, 57 receiving yards today for the Dolphins, and a touchdown. Now Tua will get back to throw. He'll look. He'll fire to the far side, and that is caught Jalen Waddle. Waddle found a soft spot in zone coverage. And that's a first down for the Dolphins. So Patriots' second half struggles are rearing their heads again. Now Waddle's going to come to the sidelines. Got lit up on that play up for a little bit. But we're going to stop play here as I believe we have a challenge. Yes, we do. We have a challenge by the Patriots. It's whether it was a completed catch or not. Very interesting. So we have a review. Let's see if we controlled it on the way down. It was bobbling a little bit. Be interested to see how this comes out. First challenge, I believe, of the year for Mike Vrabel. See if this one goes his way, because right now his defense and his offense are sputtering. And he'll need this one desperately. He was definitely inbounds. It was whether he controlled it on the way down. That's the question. $7:50 left in the third quarter. Dolphins 2-point lead over the Patriots and are driving. And they're coming back from commercial and they are still looking at it. As oh, great, great view here, although he might have retained possession. He did retain possession. So call is overturned. Actually, no, call is upheld. And Dolphins will take over and give to the far side and tackled there, as it was Washington on the carry, and it was Christian Ellis on the tackle. So that's second down and 10 for the Dolphins. Tua will give here to running back, and he is tackled after about a 4 or 5 yard game. It was Washington in to make the tackle, Anthony Jennings. First 9 possessions of the season for the Dolphins, which was a mixture of some of the Colts game and today, had 8 points. Last 3 possessions, they put up 17. They got a third down and 5 here. Tua will send Tyreek Hill in motion. Tua back to throw. He's going to look. He's going to fire to the far side, and it's caught by Tyreek Hill on the far side. Let's see. At least I thought it was caught. Yep, it was caught. So, first down 10. Tyreek's got 5 catches for 96 yards. Tua at the throw will dump it. Washington is going to get the first down. He's going to get hit. We got a flag on the play. 6:06 left. It's going to be a hold against the Dolphins. So that'll back them up. It is going to be second down. No, it's going to be first down and 20. Each team has 5 penalties for 35 yards. And we have a Patriot getting attended to, and they're going to step aside with 6:06 left in the third quarter. If you hold them to a field goal here, you have a much more manageable thing you can do on your next drive. Give up a touchdown here. It's not over by any means. It's just it's a lot tougher. Yeah, I'm with the chat here. This is not the same Tua that was playing against the Colts. If only we could have gotten the last Tua against the Colts. So I have a question. It's a funny thing. I'll probably have this conversation tonight at the family dinner table. But is there anybody besides seems like my family? I feel like nobody really watches or has a show or anything that they watch nowadays. I feel like people just watch like it's either streaming or something else. But I feel like we used to like turn on cable and like watch shows and stick with shows. But now we don't really do it as much. Very, very interesting. Back from the commercial, Tua First and 20 from the 29. And he'll look to throw. He'll fire across the far side. Caught Jalen Waddle for a modest game. Marcus Jones on the catch. And it's going to be an offsides against the Patriots and Harold Landry II, who jumped the snap. So it is now, no idea what the down and distance is because CBS does not want to tell me, but it's first down and 15. Okay. And now it's going to be second down and 15. So second down and 15. Ball is at the 24-yard line, and Mike Vrabel's not very pleased. I believe the term BS was used. Second down 15. Tyreek Hill to the right, two receivers left. Tua. Fire across, caught by a cane. He will be ushered out of bounds by Carlton Davis. And will bring up third down and 11. As I had the time wrong, it was four. I thought it was 5 minutes left. It's actually, we're down to 4:10 or so left here in the third quarter from the 23rd down and 11. Tua will look to throw. He'll look to throw. He'll be chased, and he's going to go down. Sacked on the play is Tua, Lavon Chason, and I believe Milton Williams was also there. Christian Barmore is down for the Pats. Yeah, actually, no, it'll be Chason who gets that sack. Barmore missed him, and then Chason touched him. So Patriots defense might have forced, or actually definitely is forced. It's fourth down 17 for the Dolphins. So they will attempt a kick. So instead of being down by 9, potentially, they will probably, at the very worst, be down by 5. As we are 2 hours and 5 minutes into the stream. I want to thank you guys for joining me here on the Game Time Voice YouTube channel. Uh, if you have been with me the whole time, thank you for watching. Um, if you have joined us late, appreciate you coming on. If you want to relive some of the highlights of this tonight, when I get back from family dinner tonight, I will be editing this live stream and it will be posted tomorrow on the channel. I also have two shorts coming out on Tuesday and Thursday. We have a game time voice report coming out on Wednesday. And the Friday video, I'm not quite sure what it is. So it'll be, I will let you guys know. That's a look at the road ahead for the channel. So fourth down 17, 3:56 left, and Riley Patterson, who's made one field goal today from 40, begin to attempt a second one. Joe Cardona, the holder, and I believe that's Josh Bailey, into hold the punt. Joe Cardona will be the long snapper. This one's from 44 on the right hash. Snap, spot, kick is away, and it is good for Patterson. So, Dolphins will tack on a field goal, and Drake May will come out and try to answer. 3:37 left in the third quarter. Dolphins up on the Patriots 20-15. Taking a look at next week, Bengals will be playing the Vikings. Steelers will travel to New England. The Patriots will host the Steelers. Jaguars will play the Texans. Titans will play the Colts. Chargers, Broncos, and Saints, Seahawks. Those are your Sunday games, and I believe the Dolphins will be playing the Bills on Thursday night. So Patterson back in to kick away. Antonio Gibson and Travion Henderson back deep for the Patriots. Gibson's going to take it as a line drive kick. And he's going to try to get outside and up. And another flag on the return. I tell you, Patriots special teams not been great. And it was Travion Henderson. So that will back the Patriots all the way up all the way back, I should say, to the 17-yard line. And I should know because of that unsuccessful challenge earlier, the Patriots have lost their timeout. So each team now with 2 timeouts. Patriots back to work. Drake May back to work in the shotgun. Diggs and Booty to his left. Henry to his right, along with Stevenson in the backfield. Drake back to throw. Looks, fires over to the left side. Caught Stephon Diggs. Gain of about 8 on the play. Or at least 7. Nope, they're going to give him 8. I was right the first time. Eagle eye spotting by me. Bring up second down and 2. Drake really needs a drive here. May going to give to Ramondre. Ramondre's going to fall forward for a gain of 1. Or at least momentarily as a flag has come up. They're giving Ramondre highlights right now, but I would love for them to cut back and show me what the flag is. Well, whatever it was, it backed up the Patriots to second down and 12. May back to throw, steps up, steps up. He's going to dump it underneath to Ramondre. Ramondre's going to cut up field. He's going to get hit, but solid gain there. We'll bring up third down. And I'm going to say 5. Oh no, he gained even more yards. I underestimated. It's third down and 3. Patriots 5 for 8 today on third down. Not great, but not bad either. They've had a longer average to go, about 5 yards to go. Play clock's down to 3. Drake takes the snap, steps up. He's going to float one down the far sideline. He's got Ramondre up the right sideline. Ramondre's going to cut inside, shake off a tackle, bowing his way all the way down to the 20-yard line. What a job there by Ramondre Stevenson. And what a throw from Drake May. I thought he overshot him just a little bit. Stepped up, avoided a sack, and put it right on the hands of Stevenson. Drake had to shake off a tackle from Jalen Phillips. So ball now to 21. Give to Antonio Gibson. Gibson up the middle. Gibson's going to get forward for another first down. First and goal to go for the Patriots and their first good drive of the second half. So, first and goal to go from the 6. One tight end to the right, along with Gibson. 3 receivers, including tight end Hunter Henry to the left. Drake under heavy pressure. Matthew Judon on his tail. Drake going to take it, and he's going to take it in for a Patriots touchdown. Or at least momentarily. Yes, actually, it is going to be a Patriots touchdown. It's a hold on the Dolphins. So they'll decline that penalty, and that is a touchdown. Drake May on the scamper, and he had to. He had Matthew Judon unblocked chasing him down. And he got away from him and got in the end zone. Great play there from Drake. And the Patriots are going to look to go for 2 and try to get up by 3 scores. Matthew Judon, of course, played some years with the Patriots, got traded to Atlanta last year. Now, Drake is going to give it to Ramondre. Ramondre's going to plow forward, and he's going to get in. 2-point conversion, good for the Pats. So they will take a 23-20 lead. Great response drive here from the Patriots offensive unit. So the Patriots offense, after not having the best drives to start the second half, has their first really big one. 6 seconds left here in the third quarter. So Tua will look to respond here. And the kickoff is away. And the Dolphins will look to take it out from about the 5. And Washington will get this all the way down. And that will be the end of the third quarter. So the Patriots will take a 23-20 lead into quarter number 4. Yep. Hold on to your seats, kids. We got a barn burner right now. So this one has been fun. This has been a fun, fun game. And I will say this. We are 7 quarters into Mike Vrabel's first year as Patriots head coach. And it begs the question why he wasn't hired last year to begin with. Because I get he has last week was not the best, but you still have a second year quarterback, still have a relatively young team. You have a first year coaching staff, but last game was really just about the offense sputtering, and that's still, can you have Drake May? I think Drake May has shown, at least in this, I think this game he's played so much better than he did in Las Vegas, against Las Vegas. And I think Vrabel is going to be able to make the defense better with time. But Tua back to work, and he's going to hit a chain, and Chain's going to get stopped behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about, two, I believe. As looks like Buffalo's going to win. They are now up 30-0 on the Jets. So the Patriots, if they can hold on here, will be in second place in the AFC East. They actually gave no gain. They said he got back to the line of scrimmage. I didn't think so. I thought I lost yardage. So second down for the Dolphins. Tua back to throw. Looks, fires over the middle. Caught for a first down to Jalen Waddle. Patriots defense is getting smoked in the second half. Tua's 17 completions to 5 different receivers. He got first and 10 from the 46. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to look to throw. He's going to fire on the far side, and he overshot his intended receiver. As over on that side was Nick Westbrook Ikini, the 6th-year player from Indiana. So Tua on the day, 17 of 20, 224 yards and 2 touchdowns. Second and 10. Play clock was down to 1. And a fire over to a chain. And it'll bring up third down in about, I would say, 7. Nope, 8. Only gained 2. So third down, 8. We're about to hit the 13-minute mark here in the game. 2 on third down today. He's 4 or 5 for 3 first downs. Another one to convert here at the 48. Two receivers and a tight end to the left. Jalen Waddle alone to the right. Tua looking to throw. Has time. Roll out left. Might tuck it and run, and he's just going to live to fight another day. So that'll stop the clock. 12:35. I'll bring up fourth down as he had Jalen Waddle wide open on the right side, but he was already over on the left. He actually lost a yard. So the Dolphins will kick it away, and Marcus Jones will let it bounce. It actually took a bounce backwards, so good job by Marcus. And Drake May will come out with the ball, I believe, at around the 11-yard line. 12:07 left here in the fourth quarter, and the Patriots with a 23-20 lead. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Uh, Leaving your mark here. Shout out to my dad, who's been doing most of the heavy lifting in terms of the chat. But also shout out to my aunt, who's also watching, saying "Go Pats!" Yep, go Pats indeed. My dad has been saying should pull an Ace Ventura and sign Ray Finkel. Uh, if the, so, shout out to any Ace Ventura Pet Detective fans watching. Severely underrated movie, and I'm saying that with the understanding that's one of the most popular movies that Jim Carrey has ever done. I still think it's underrated. Anybody in the chat? Uh, Question for you: if you want to leave this in the chat, I encourage you guys to do so. Favorite Jim Carrey movie? Favorite Jim Carrey movie? Put that in the chat. Be interested to see what we get for results. But favorite Jim Carrey movie? Patriots looking to end a 5-game losing streak in Miami. Of course, one of those games they could have won. No, they haven't won since 2019. Won there since 2019. And you think about it, since 2000, they are 9-16 in Miami. And in that point, you've won 6 Super Bowls, but you just, for some reason, stink every time you go down to Miami. But they have a chance here. Drake May back to work. And before we can even get a playoff, we're going to have a false start against the Patriots. So that'll back up the Patriots. And it was on Morgan Moses, the 12th year man out of Virginia Tech. So that'll tack on 5. And 1st and 15 now. Drake in the shotgun. Ramondre with him in the backfield. One receiver right, 2 left. May back to throw. Fires. Caught. Pop Douglas. His first catch of the game. To the 15. Solid gain there. Will bring up 2nd down. See what the gain was on the play. Gain of 8 will bring up second down and 7 from the 16-yard line. Four receivers stacked. Now Ramondre is going to come into the backfield alongside Drake. So 3 receivers stacked. May's going to fire. It's a screen to Stevenson. That got snuffed out badly. Way to go, Josh. Nice call there, buddy. What in the living crud was that? It was a screen out to the right, and Willie Gay Jr. was not fooled at all. So I'll bring up third down and 12. Drake, all out blitz, dumps it under to Ramondre. Ramondre will cut upfield. He'll look for some blockers. He's going to get all the way. He's going to get a first down. Ramondre Stevenson having his best game of the season so far, even though it's only 2 games. But if you saw him last week, he could definitely have improved on last week's game, and he is doing so and then some. There was talks about cutting him from the media, but now he's living up to it. Travion Henderson with the carry, and he's going to gain some yardage, I think, although a flag has shown. Let's see what it is. Mike Vrabel doesn't look too happy. That's because it's an illegal shift on the Patriots, and it's going to be on Hunter Henry, the tight end. So that'll back up the Patriots 5 yards. That'll bring up first down and 15. Two receivers stacked left. Now Holland's going to come back in. It's going to give to Travion. Travion's going to bust up, and he's met by a. Could you call it a school of dolphins? I don't know if dolphins necessarily travel in schools. I don't think that's the right terminology. I think it's a pod. Yes, it's a pod of dolphins. I believe. I could be wrong. It's a gain of 2 either way. And I'll bring up second down and 13. Patriots pretty well balanced. 26 rushes, 20 passes, and a bad snap, and Drake's just going to eat it. It was a bad snap there. And Garrett Bradbury just flat out rolled it. So what was third down? I think it was like what was second down and like 13, I think. It's now third down and 26. Two receivers right, one left. Running back each side. Drake is going to give a screen to Antonio Gibson, and that goes nowhere. So that was a fun possession. As there's an injured Dolphin. I believe it was Chop Robinson, second-year player out of Penn State. And I'm not saying this to be funny because Robinson seems like he really is hurt, but Chop got chopped by Morgan Moses. So it's going to be a punting situation for the Pats. And I'll say it again. Josh McDaniels should be thanking the fact that he worked with Tom Brady. I just, the fact that he has two head coaching jobs and three offensive coordinator stints. Well, I should know. His first offensive coordinator stint was with Tom Brady. He got that after being a coach in the Patriots ranks. Was with Brady, went to Denver, didn't go well. Came back to New England, second round, but again, he was with Tom Brady and got that OC position because of the work he had with Tom Brady. Left and went to the Raiders, bad coaching stint, and came back here. And I honestly think the only reason why he got a third opportunity had nothing to do with Tom Brady. It's the fact that he made Mac Jones look somewhat comparable in his second year. And I think if McDaniels had stayed and not taken that head coaching job, Mac might still be here. Because did he look great? No. Did he look better than he did next year? Yes. But then again, next year you had Dumb and Dumber in the case of Matt Patricia and Joe Judge as his offensive coordinators. And basically anybody could have been better offensive coordinators than those two. So fourth down and 25. And back into punt is Bryce Baringer, who will punt from the A in the far end zone. Baringer will get off a punt, and it is going to drive Tyreek Hill, who bobbles the snap. Actually, no, it's Washington who's going to take it. Washington's going to spin out of a couple tackles, and he's up the left side. Washington Jr. up the far side. He's going to break a tackle from the punter, and Washington Jr. is going to go all the way for a touchdown. So, a punt return for a touchdown from Malik Washington. And the Dolphins have regained the lead. It's now 26-23. Bobbled it for a moment, made Brandon Schuler miss, and then it was all speed. The only person who had a chance at him was Bryce Baringer. 9 times out of 10, the punter's not going to really do much. And he was just gone from there. Well, that was fun. Extra point attempt, snap, spot, kick is good. And so the Dolphins have a 27-23 lead. Yeah, Mac actually, I think, shout out to my dad, Mac threw a touchdown there for San Fran. I think he's got two. Just that's a gut punch and a half. Just an absolute gut punch. So you have a drive on offense. They have a chance to shut the door and it stalls out because of penalties and stupid play calling. And then you get a punt return for a touchdown. Absolutely unbelievable. So we've hit the 2 hour and 36-minute mark here on the stream. Thank you for joining us here for, wouldn't necessarily say a fun stream. I would say nerve wracking. We'll say nerve wracking. How about that? It's absolutely unbelievable the ways that this team can rip my heart out every week. I was about to say Malik Washington was back there. I was surprised they took Tyreek Hill off of punt return duty. It was interesting to see, but apparently Mike McDaniel made a good call here. As the Dolphins' first punt return for a touchdown since November 1st of 2020. 5 years since they've returned a punt for a touchdown. Awesome. All right, Drake, come on. Kickoff is away. Antonio Gibson's going to return it up the right side. He's going to try to break a tackle. Antonio Gibson's still going. Gibson up the sideline. Gibson, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Patriots. How's that for a response? Antonio Gibson. Holy cow. Right back at you. It was a line drive kick, had a bunch of bodies, broke a tackle, and then had speed on the right side. Nobody was going to get him. And he swan dove into the end zone. Holy crap. Extra point is finally good. And the Patriots have answered back and then some. And Mike Vrabel almost beat him down the sidelines. Look at the speed on the former linebacker. Oh, man, that's fun. Oh, my God. I can't believe that just happened. My God. Well, this game's exploded into anarchy. I'm trying to see if I can find something. Because obviously Travion Henderson had a kickoff return for a touchdown in the preseason, but that is the first Patriots kickoff return for a touchdown since 2023 against the Buffalo Bills in the regular season. Oh, that is fun. Now Tua back to work. Down 30-27 with 7:01 left in the fourth quarter and the ball at the 13-yard line. Tua in the I formation. He's going to turn. He's going to fake it to a chain, and chain is going to break up, and a pass is complete and taking a hit and moving forward. Man, what a play there! As getting rocked on the play was Nick Westbrook Akini, and it was Robert Spillane who laid the body on him and bounced off him. So now first down and 10 again for the Dolphins at the 24-yard line. Tua going to fake it, going to roll out of the pocket, going to dump it to a chain, and chain is going to get another first down. 2 straight first downs on 2 plays for the Dolphins. Chain threw a block and knocked Alex Austin off course and then caught the pass and rumbled forward. It's 5:40 even left here in the fourth quarter. Ball is now at the 37-yard line. Tua going to give to a chain. That one's stuffed. Christian Barmore returning into the game. Loss of 2 brings up second down and 12. Barmore's had his battles with injuries, all sorts of stuff, but he's a resilient young man in his 5th year out of Alabama. Tua, 2 receivers each side in the shotgun. He'll look to throw, fire on the far side, caught out of the backfield, and breaking tackles for the Dolphins is Ollie Gordon II, the rookie out of Oklahoma State. Not good that he's in the Dolphins uniform now, but the rookie man who is an explosive running back for the Cowboys in college. And so gut check time here for the Patriots defense. They're down 7. Ball is at the 40-yard line. Tua alone in shotgun. Look to throw. Looking, fires it over the middle, and that's caught right at the marker. It's Westbrook Akini. And he is, I mean, just, or I thought he was short. They spotted him like an inch short. The ball was short of the orange marker, but then again, they always tell us that that orange line that you see on the TV screen. And I think we might have a delay of game here. We do. So a delay of game penalty against the Dolphins will back them up. First down and 15. So Tua, ball is at the 42-ish. And he'll get back and look to throw. Tua fires over the middle, overthrew Tyreek Hill. And Tyreek is not happy. Overshot, falling down was Craig Woodson. And Tyreek any day now might be out of Miami, so anything he does is going to be looked at. And we now have a flag on the Dolphins. It's going to be another false start. So that'll back up the Dolphins again. Be second down and 20. Ball at the 37-yard line. Tua. Back to throw. Looks, fires, caught. Tyreek. And he'll get out of bounds with 3:07 left. And it's third down. And he cut a big chunk out of it. It's third down and 7. Tyreek, 6 catches, 109 yards today on 7 targets. That previous throw was the only throw that Tua missed when throwing it to him. Tua low in the shotgun. Looks to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to go down and he's going to get sacked. Harold Landry III, the local kid at a Boston college, brings down Tua. Good play there from the Patriots defense. Big play. So it'll be fourth down and 9. And Mike McDaniel's getting aggressive and he's going to go for it. Although, oh, he is going to go for it. Got the play off. Tua steps up, looks, fires, intercepted, going the other way with it. Marty Mapapu. And he's going to take it all the way. When the Patriots needed a play most, the defense stood up. Marte Mapu, third-year player from Sacramento State. Game's not over yet. Dolphins got 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. What a big play there. You hold on, you get this one. This is a momentum win for this team if they can hold on. Jones under center. Going to give to Ramondre. Ramondre's going to hit the pile, going to plow forward. That will probably take us to the 2-minute warning. And it will be second down and 8 when we come back. Oh, baby, what a turn of events here. Unbelievable. Just a complete and absolute momentum change. The the Miami punt return could have been a gut punch. And instead, the Patriots came right back with one of their own. Absolutely crazy. Whew. So the Patriots have second down and 8. Dolphins 2 timeouts left. Yeah, just direct snap it. I'm with you. Just direct snap it. Just direct snap it to Ramondre and just go flying V and just block for him. 30-27. Tua had 7 interceptions all of last year. He's got 3 in the first 2 weeks. And Drake May's going to throw and incomplete on the far side. Well, shout out to one of my viewers. You were half right. McDaniels will probably go for passes right now. Well, would you look at that? Threw it on second down. So Dolphins still have 2 timeouts. Now you're definitely in a throwing situation. May's going to look to throw. Fire over the middle. Caught. Stephon Diggs. And now the Dolphins are going to use a timeout. It's 4th down and 2. Why couldn't you wait to do that play after a run? Because you got a kid whose foot is about as cold as a glacier right now. And he's going to go for it. Are you kidding me? No, he can't actually be doing a play here. Well, it doesn't matter because we got a flag. It's a false start on the Patriots. And it's on Morgan Moses. So Borregales, who's missed 2 extra points today, but the one field goal he had was from 22 yards. He's made that. So it's now 4th down and 7. It is a 53-yard attempt from the right hash. Snap, spot, kick is away, and it's right down the pipe. Way to go, kid. So 33-27. So Borregales, who missed his first 2 kicks, which were extra points, has made his last 2 field goals. So the kid from Miami, drafted in the 6th round, is giving the Patriots a 6-point lead. And you think if he makes at least one of those extra points, it's a full lead. Actually, if you think about it, if he makes both, it's an 8-point lead, and all you have to do is give up. If you give up a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, even if you make one, if you give up a touchdown and a field goal, you're still ahead. But now a touchdown doesn't exactly give you breathing room. And flag on the return. And he might have had a he might have had gotten a flag on the kickoff. Might not have gone far enough. Because the way the kickoff is now, which I don't think I even have time to explain the kickoff rules. But nevertheless, ball's now at the 40. Tua 1st and 10. In the pistol. He's going to look to throw. Going to fire to the far side. Caught. Jalen Waddle gets out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 1:42 left. It's a gain of 7. Ball now at the 46. Tua. Fire across the middle. Caught. And the Dolphins are going to go hurry up here. It was caught over the middle by Tanner Connor, third-year player out of Idaho State. Tua, back to throw, looks, fires a chain, makes a jump cut. He's up the left side of the sideline. He's going to cut back inside, and he is gone. He's gone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Touchdown, Dolphins. Or at least, no, actually, no touchdown, Dolphins. He stepped out of bounds. He did. He stepped out of bounds. So that'll wipe it off. It's still 1st down and 10. Honestly, if you're the Patriots, you're hoping that that's a score because you still have plenty of time and 2 timeouts. But the ball's now at the 26, and flags fly. This might be a false start on the Dolphins. It is. False start on the Dolphins. So it'll be 1st and 15. Ball be backed up to the 31. Patriots 11 penalties for 75 yards. Dolphins 11 penalties for 60. 109 left. And the Dolphins are going to use their last timeout. Chain made a move on Marte Mapu, who came up with the interception, and then his left foot stepped out of bounds. Actually, they did not get the timeout off, so it's now first down and 20. So Dolphins still have their timeout. Tua, back to throw. Gonna loft one deep on the far side, intended for Jalen Waddle. Incomplete. Alex Austin in on the coverage. Also coming over was safety Craig Woodson, the rookie from Cal. Austin, the third-year player from Oregon State. Drake made 3 total touchdowns on the day. Dolphins and Patriots, a punt and a kick return touchdown all in 12 seconds. Tua, 2 touchdowns and interception, and Tyreek, 6 receptions for 109 yards on the day. It was Malik Washington who had a punt return for a touchdown that gave the Dolphins a lead, and then Antonio Gibson on the following kickoff, barely beating Mike Vrabel down the sidelines. And it's where we stand now. 33-27. 104 left in the game. Ball's at the 36-yard line. Tua alone in shotgun. He'll look to throw. Fires over the middle. Caught on the far side, but staying in bounds. Bring up third down with 57 seconds left. I think the Patriots might have used a timeout there. I think they want to try to keep as much time as possible in case they score, but I don't know. I would have let the clock run down because now you're forcing the Dolphins to go quick. Tua back in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks, being chased. He's going to roll out to the left, and he's going to get out of bounds with 53 seconds left. Got back to the line of scrimmage, I think. He did. Back to the line of scrimmage. So, buckle up, folks. Fourth down and 12. Ball's at the 28. Tua alone. 3 receivers to his right, 1 left. Snap to Tua. Looks. He's going to get hit. He's going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked. Milton Williams. And the Patriots, for the first time in 5 games, a 5-game losing streak coming in, are going to finally, for the first time since 2019, get out of Miami with a win. Milton Williams, the fifth-year player from Louisiana Tech, the undrafted free agent. Drake May will take a knee. And with the Bills up big over the Jets, the Bills will be 2-0 and leading the AFC East. But with the Jets 0-2 and the Dolphins 0-2, the Patriots have won and are 1-1, heading back home to face Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers next week. We will sign off. Thank you guys for joining me here on the Game Time Voice YouTube channel for more Patriots football. We'll be back on Sunday at 1 o'clock for Steelers Patriots. Commentary highlights of the live stream on the channel tomorrow. Game Time Voice Report on Wednesday. And a video on Friday with two shorts on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm your host, Mike Walsh, and saying good night. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday here on the Game